Now, the Accra High Court has rescinded a bench warrant which was issued for the arrest of the NPP Ashanti Regional Chair, Antwi Boasiako, for failing to show up during the hearing of his case. Lawyer for Chairman Wontumi, Appiah Kubi, explained to the judge that he was to blame for the miscommunication to his client on the time of the hearing. Chairman Wontumi has pleaded not guilty to charges of assignment of mineral rights without approval and purposely facilitating an unlicensed mining operation. He's on a 15 million cedi bail with 3 sureties. Lord Eduasar is joining us from court with a bit more on this story. Lord, what else can you report?
Well, community, it's been an interesting day in court, drama basically, because when the case was called, Chief State Attorney from the prosecution side sought explanation from the court as to why Chairman Wontumi and then his lawyers were absent when the proceedings began. But the presiding judge in the matter asked them to focus on the business today, which was supposed to be the CMC, Case Management Conference. Now, the prosecutor indicated that they were supposed to have filed some disclosures, but due to some challenges, for example, she indicated that one of the witnesses was out of the jurisdiction, and so they couldn't get the witness to sign off on their witness statement, for which reason the whole filing of disclosures had delayed. Now, afterwards, the presiding judge indicated that the court was issuing a bench warrant for the arrest of Wontumi because he was absent without reason. He hadn't notified the court as to why he was absent together with his lawyer. And then the case was adjourned. Now, shortly after the case was adjourned, we noticed that Chairman Wontumi came in the presence of his lead counsel, Appiah Kubi. They strode into the court. They seemed a bit confused as to what was happening because they were communicated to that the case had been heard, it had been adjourned, and then there was a bench warrant on his client. So they quickly filed an application to be reheard. And once the judge came out of her chambers, he first of all apologized to the court and indicated that the fault was his because there had been a miscommunication. He indicated that he told Wontumi that the case was going to be heard at 10 a.m. And that was the reason why they came to the court around 9:50 something. Now, the judge indicated that regardless of what the situation was, at the last time they were in court, when he was granted the bail, no time was given for when the hearing would start. And so the judge was expecting that they would be in court at 9 a.m. So that's the time that normally hearings begin. And that's why the warrant was issued for his arrest. But after considering what the lawyer for Wontumi said, she rescinded the bench warrant for his arrest and then added some warnings to him that he's supposed to be present in court at all times, regardless of whether he is with his lawyer or not, because he's the accused person and the person of interest and not his lawyer. And so the case has been adjourned to November 4, Kemini, and when we turn up in court on November 4, we'll be finding out if the prosecution had filed their disclosures, and then we'll continue from there.
Very well, Lord. Thank you so much for the report. Lord Eduasare is our court correspondent, bringing us the very latest on that Chairman Wontumi case at the Accra High Court.